3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Forex Trading Show. Forex trading live every weekday morning. Real trades, real profits, zero analysis. Set back, relax, and get ready to profit. And now, your host, Terry from FXWithTerry.com.
Smart investors are flocking to the FX with Terry automated trading system. This is 100% fully automated Forex trading. This intelligent AI trading algorithm works for you 24 hours per day. Daily live results and nothing but net profit. No other system comes close to the automated profit potential of this system. Start trading for free today with 100% help and support by visiting FXWithTerry.com and plug into the profit-making potential. Real trades, real profits, zero analysis. Join the top 10% of traders that are winning every day through automation. FXWithTerry.com is your path to Forex trading success.
Real trades, real profits, zero analysis. Analysis before we take the trade. I'll take a look at it after we take the trade. And here we are. What are we? 6 trades deep in NZD CAD. This is the free signal. This is going to be a great trade. It's really hovering in the middle. If you go to the chart and look at the RSI 4 here, we are right at the 50% range. Going absolutely nowhere. It is what it is. Happy Tuesday. I think the world is really waiting to potentially see what's going to happen tomorrow when the tariffs, actually at midnight tonight, the tariffs go into effect. I don't know if that's going to affect our market or not. We will certainly see. Feels like that's what may have affected gold, which we will take a look at and look at a lot of stuff today. So this is a great trade. If you want to jump into this right now, if you entered, we actually entered these first 2 trades together, and then we've scaled in since then. If you want to enter this right now, if you're catching this video right now, you can enter this without having entered any of the previous trades. You could literally just enter a buy trade right now at whatever lot size is comfortable for your trading account. If my system, because this is my automated algorithm, if it goes into more trades, you'll be notified of that in the group. And if you add one trade right now and the system adds a trade, follow along with it. Follow along with it. Bid appropriately for your account. My system is 100% scalable. Looking really good there. Nothing's closed overnight. Looking back for the week, $224.51 worth of free signal trades I've sent out. That's not bad because that's a scalable amount. That could be $22. It could be $22,000. Completely scalable based off of your account balance. Some interesting stuff to share with you today. Let's go look at the full algorithm and let's see what my full algorithm, 22 currency pairs, is producing. Pulling it up here and then I will share it with you. Just need to verify. Yes. Okay, here we come. So full algorithm, $80 in drawdown, pretty much exactly the same place it was yesterday. We're in about 3 dozen trades. We will look at each of these kind of baskets here. So AUD, CAD, what do we got? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Getting near recovery. I'm going to start recovering these baskets of trades when they go past 10 deep, although very manageable. We've seen the market can go, 20, then 30, then 40, then 50 trades deep because of the market makers, the banks, the hedge funds dumping money into the market, trying to take people out, trying to essentially liquidity grab other people who are trading. but not us. Doesn't happen to us. Get out of that. So let's see. CAD JPY. I'm sorry, Chief JPY. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 deep on that one. Couple away from going into recovery. Let's see. NZD CAD 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'm not putting this into recovery because we are only using this in the free signal trade. I'll just leave it at that. If this was being copied out to one of our custom feeds, one is called the 10 pip hybrid, another is called the one profitable pair feed, all pulling from my main algorithm here, then I may put that into recovery. History wise, again, you can see not a lot of movement. About the same amount of drawdown today, about the same amount of close profit. And that's at a 0.01 available lot size. So we've closed $35.17 for the week, 148.68. If those are low numbers to you, scale them up. Have a bigger account, trade larger lot sizes, and you'll make more. It's as simple as that. Fully scalable system. Not a lot going on as far as main algorithm or really the market at all. The only thing we've seen happen was gold. Let's go take a look at gold. This is pretty impressive what I'm about to show you here. So let's see. It is this one here. Now, I'm learning a lot as I go constantly. So here's the gold algorithm. This runs on a 50K account, but it goes for $10 of profit per day. Gold went ballistic to the moon in the last couple days. So we're in about, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're in 11 trades. We've been in about 30. Okay. Once this thing got 10 trades against us, I put it into recovery. And my first lesson there, and I'll try to describe why, you'll basically see. When you see how much is closed during the recovery process trying to get out of this, the price action has been pretty insane. I don't think it needs to be that high. Okay, if this algorithm is going for $10 a day and then it makes what it made last night in recovery, that means I started the recovery way too late. I don't want to jump the gun, but gold can get away from you even at a 0.01 lot size. It can and will get away from you. I like to trade gold on small accounts, 1,000 to 3,000, maybe 5,000, and I like to jack up the bid to 5x. Okay, $1,000 account trading 5x would not have been able to handle this trade. And I know some people that were in this. So at that point, you have to personally manage it. But what I'd like to do is put the auto recovery system on this, which it already is, but I'd like to start doing it a little earlier. I mean, heck, we could do it as early as 5 trades. And I may do that in the future because it's like 5 or 10 trades. 10 trades is really not that bad. Probably would blow out your average. You probably need at least a $3,000 account to be able to trade gold in this particular sequence with this current price action. However, I'd like to, at trade 5, just put it into recovery from now on. And that way, it just gets out and it doesn't run. It could run to 10 in recovery because it's adding more trades. But it doesn't run to 15, 20 trades typically. A lot of it has to do with what the market has given us. It's not just my recovery system. So check this out. I'm going to go to the history here. This has been as low. If you look here at the margin level percent, we were as low as about 150 yesterday in recovery. The recovery system is doing probably the best I've ever seen in my life. Look at what this thing has recovered. It got out of all of these trades, dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens. I don't know, 5, 6, 8 dozen trades. $2,343.93. Holy shit. That is indicative of the price action. The price action was so aggressive on gold last night. that this recovery system just went to town, entering trades, creating profits, doing partial closes, and it's looking really, really good right now. However, with the fact that it's $2,343.93 worth of recovered profit out of that trade, that just means I went into recovery way too late. We probably should put recovery on this easily at 5 trades. So on the sixth trade would be the recovery trade. That's my plan in the future, because this just way too far. Most people's accounts could not handle this. I think, yeah, we had an upwards. It's not really fair to say this, but we had an upwards of about $8,000 drawdown. It's not really fair to use that number because you might be like, I couldn't do that, even on a small account. You probably could because it was hedging. It was hedging. Let's see here. Derek has something to say. So depending on the volatility of a pair, that could determine when the recovery system would be placed on it, and not necessarily a certain trade amount. No, absolutely not. I don't know where you're getting that from. So volatility of the current currency pair in the current market can potentially indicate a faster recovery because you got movement. The recovery system trades in a grid. It looks up 10 pips and down 10 pips. And whenever it moves to that level, it will add a buy or a sell, and it will just trade inside of that grid. So the volatility, man, I'm getting a lot of notifications this morning. So the volatility of the pair, let's see, I'm trying to look back at your comment here, and not necessarily at a certain trade amount. No, it's not a trade amount. Yeah, it's a trade number amount. Okay. Trade number amount. That's when I put it into recovery. In as far as the goal for gold, it is 5 trades. For our main algorithm, it's 10 trades. So the only thing we can't really control is how much the market. Typically, you go into recovery after the banks have dumped money. So the market has moved to a level and it's just going sideways. The recovery system does pretty good entering trades in a grid. It needs a little bit of movement in or out of that area that it's currently trading in to get out. So this is looking really good. Basically nothing's happening right now because there's not a lot of movement in the market. Let's look at the chart here. You can see that this is what really helped. It was basically, let's go down to the 1 hour. It was basically this drop here in the market where, we were trading in this here, and this drop away from it really, really helped it recover a huge amount of funds. However, even you look at the history, $2,343 worth of net profit. I really don't need that much. That's a little aggressive. It did get aggressive. So I'd rather get out early at 5 trades than let it go 10 deep, just too far on gold. Your average account won't be able to handle that. But potentially, if I'm recovering quicker at trade 5 or 6, you could handle a smaller account and potentially a larger lot size, and you could get through that. However, here's also the future of trading. In the future, I'm going to suggest and guide everybody, and I'm putting the training together right now, to where everybody sets up their own virtual private server, opens up MetaTrader 4, logs into their account, and puts the robot, let's talk about gold, puts the gold robot, the gold algorithm I have, right on their account. They would also have access to the recovery system. So based off of, full control is you looking at your personal account, using the gold algorithm and saying to yourself, I think it's gone too far for me, for you, and you can drag the recovery system right onto, I'll give you all the set files. It's literally that easy. You drag and drop it onto the chart. It throws out the gold robot and it takes over all of the trades, and it just works. It just works, assuming the market movement volatility is there. Will it always work? Nothing will always work. But 9 times out of 10, 9.5 times out of 10, it's damn good. It's damn. We see it working right here. So, if gold did all this push, it was at like $3,140 last night. Last year it was 2,000, right? So it's gone up. It's gone up a lot. What's that? 33, 35%. So yeah, who knows if there's going to be enough movement in the market? As you can see here on the chart, the price movement has just stalled out. If I go to, let's go to the 15-minute here. Yeah, you can see here the price movement is just stalled out. It's going nowhere. So we'll wait. We'll wait for volume in that market. What was interesting is all of the volume in the gold market happened last night during Australia Open and Asia Open. That's kind of weird. I feel like maybe everybody's preparing. Maybe they're hedging their bets, preparing for these tariffs that they're about to get hit with. I don't know. Trust me, I don't know. I have no ability to determine the future. Luckily, you'll see my random trader series today, and my random trader series, that's how it meant to come out. And you'll see how predicting anything is not required. Enter the trade, manage it. Enter the trade, manage it. We will take a look at that. So that is gold. I'm going to go down the list here. We already looked at the free signal. No need to look at that. I will show you this one thing. If I have it here, I do. So I was trading US 30 on a very small account. Let's see what it's done here. Yesterday, we looked at this. I'm pretty impressed with this so far. You might feel like this is a little crazy on a $4,400 account. What was this yesterday? Was this a $3,000 account? Well, we'll take a look. So it's about $1,500 drawdown, 680% margin level. It trades back and forth. It will hedge itself. It will do partial closes. It will maintain a certain number of trades. It won't let it get out of control. But look at this, what it done. $720.11 last night. Yes, this is high risk. Yes, it is really high risk. Vince says, I love the random trader series. Yeah, wait till you see what we did today and what we're going to do. So this is looking really good. I'm feeling like the settings I have here for this US 30 system, I would trade on live money. High risk, absolutely high risk. What I want to do is the CoinEx broker is allowing, I believe, 1,000 leverage up to $5,000. You have to custom request that account. I'm going to custom request that account and potentially start trading this algorithm on that. Am I going to put $5,000 at risk? Yeah, most likely. I may start smaller, but you got to give it some room to breathe. So this is pretty impressive. Back to the pause here. Let's go on to the next. We will take a look at, I'm going to show you something here. I believe I have it. I do. This is a large account of mine that is doing really, really well. You get to see what leverage does to you. So this is I believe this is it's either a 100 or a 200 leverage. It's a lower leverage account. I'm in this AUD CAD that we've scaled into, and it's just going absolutely nowhere. Just like pretty much the entire market right now. If you look at this on the chart, let's see, this is 15-minute. Let's kind of look at the 4-hour. Yeah, I mean, look at it. It's just, it's in a range. It's in a major range. It's going absolutely nowhere. So it is what it is there. This is looking really good. As far as free goes, nothing closed overnight. Looking back for the week, not a lot. But for the month, 2,306. And this is a very conservative account. What am I trading on this? I'm trading the one profitable pair feed. You might even consider this very similar to like a prop account, right? It's a large amount with lower leverage. I don't have any restrictions on this, so because this is it's real money, but 851% margin level, feeling good. Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 trades. I think it's all 8 trades from the main algorithm. And if it goes 10 deep, I'm putting it into recovery. I don't mess around with this stuff. This account being pushed quite hard, 851, probably should be put into recovery right now, but I'm not too worried about it. The last 3 trades are in profit, so it looks like it may be headed towards the take profit. I'm watching it. That's all you have to do. Just keep an eye on it. Again, the nice thing, the functionality of you being able to trade on your own virtual private server, basically a Windows cloud computer with MetaTrader 4, which is free from your broker, put into an account, have a robot, an algorithm running on top of it, and when you want out, you're like, I don't like this, has gone too far for my account, I'm not comfortable with 851% margin level, you literally drag and drop with your mouse the recovery system right on top of on this AUD CAD trade. It takes over and gets you out. How long? It all depends. How long does it take? It all depends on the amount of volatility movement in the market. You just have to wait. Vince says the US 30 is impressive. Is that going to be a new feed that will be available soon? I don't see moving forward, because we're transitioning to the robot system where you become a robot trader. It's just better in all sorts of ways. More control on your end, more flexibility, more content for me, because I have dozens and dozens of robots that I could show you. Not all robots would work well on a feed. There are some robots that have to be specifically programmed and watch your account balance and your risk. So turning that into a feed and sending it out would not work. It's not universal. I don't believe I'm going to offer it as a feed. I really don't want to give out copy feeds anymore. I want to give you the ability to run this stuff. So you'd be able to run it on your own server, purchase the robot, give you the custom set files. You do what you want. You recover it when and if you need to. So it's completely up to you. That's a better way to do it. Yeah, so there's probably 8 other questions I can infer from that, but I'll wait until you guys ask. So that's that. Let's go look at what's next here. Let me go down my list. I think the next thing, let's look at the one profitable pair feed. We're already looking at that here. So this is the trade that is in the one profitable pair feed. Yeah, it is. It's just I'm showing you scaling it up on a larger account. Let's go look at the random trader. Let me pull up this account. So the random trader is an account that I started. We take a random trade on it every day, and I make an absolute random guess at where the price might go based off of looking back in time. If I'm in a buy trade, I look at the highest buy price, the most recent highest buy price. I set my take profit there. I walk away. What's interesting is that I only blew, just to be transparent, I blew this account out a few weeks ago because I just jacked up. I put recovery on it, and I jacked up the recovery amounts way too much. The recovery bid amounts have to be, I would say 50% or less than your main bid. So if you're bidding $1, the recovery shouldn't be any more than a 0.05 lot size, probably a 0.0203. Just be conservative, because yeah, we're not there yet. Sorry. Somebody said I can't see anything. I'm still just talking. The recovery process, I blew this out, but I put recovery on it at like a 1.0 lot size, just trying to aggressively get out. Yeah, that didn't work. You need to slowly get out. You need to create smaller trades, smaller profits, do small partial closes. So here we are. What trade did we enter yesterday? You can see it here. AUD NZD buy at a 3.0, I made $171.66. It just automatically happened overnight. So I've got a little bit of a new system thanks to Derek here, although I did customize it. I'll show you. So what we're going to do is go to the randomizer wheel. So let me see if I can share this with you. I need to control a few things on my screen here. So stand by. Too much stuff open here on my computer. Wow. 80 windows open. Okay. So I'm closing this. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share the screen with you. Let me see where this is. I am just having all sorts of issues. I think it's this one. Yes. Okay. I'll share this with you. I'm getting this random odd warning every time I go live, and Mac's like, yeah, we can't fix it. So where I want to be is here. I am going to share my screen with you, and we are going to do the random trader wheel. Derek had made this yesterday, but he put my ugly mug picture in the middle, and I'm like, yeah, let's not do that. So I put something else. But this is the random trader wheel of death. So what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to click the screen and spin. What I have here is all 28 currency pairs with a buy and a sell associated with them, plus US 30. US 30 buy, and you'll see somewhere else on here it would be US 30 sell somewhere. Either that or it's not on there. Okay, well, I didn't create this, and Derek did, so he may have screwed it up. But there it is, US 30 sell. Okay, so everything's there. So it's basically either a currency pair with a random buy or sell next to it. So I'm just going to click this, and this is truly random. Absolutely random. I'm not controlling this. It will show us what trade we're going to enter today. Looks like, there you go, Euro JPY buy. Euro JPY buy. So let's come back to the system here. Euro JPY buy. Let's get into that. So let's go look for Euro JPY. Here it is. Hold my thumb over it. I'm going to go to the trade. We're at a 3.0 lot size, and I'm just going to hit buy. We are in a trade. As simple as that. Absolutely random. Now what I'm going to do is hold my thumb over this. We're going to go look at the chart. And if we're in a buy trade, where do I think the price is going to go? I'm just looking at some recent highs. Let's go to the 1 hour. Yeah, let's look at the 1 hour. Let's shoot for the daily high up here. I will show you where I'm going to put my take profit. I'm going to put the take profit up here. Okay, I'm going to be aggressive. See if it comes back to that daily high. In fact, let's do it right at these candles right here. So to do that, I simply need to grab a red line, an object, put it on the chart up here somewhere, and I'm going to go for take profit about right there. Okay, so I can see the price there, 162.198. But if I hold my thumb over the little white dot right there on the mobile device, I will get properties, and I can copy that price to my clipboard, and then I'm going to go alter the take profit on this Euro JPY buy trade. So I'll click modify. I'll highlight the take profit area, double click, paste, and then I'll hit modify. And so now you can see my take profit 162.198, and it will be on the chart underneath that red line that I put up there. Okay, so that's the plan right now. And then just walk away. Just going to walk away. That's it. The random trader is impressive in the sense that you start to realize you don't need a strategy. You don't need some sort of complication, that you can just enter and manage. Now, what's interesting is I'm trading the random trader with no entry strategy. My algorithm has an entry strategy. It's very mathematical. And what it does is it will scale into a trade if the price goes against the original direction. And that's essentially what I will do here. Now, I don't have a whole lot of room. If you look here, we're at 950% margin level. I mean, we're talking about a $30 bid, 3.0, on this particular currency pair. It was already a $16.20 fee, as you can see there. Charges, right, 16.20. So it's a little hefty for this account. Now, this is a 500 leverage account, and we're just going to let it play out. Here's an interesting thing. I think it was Brandon in the group brought this up last night. I was like, trade your demo money as if it's live. And then he said, trade your live account as if it's demo. And there's a lot of truth to that concept. If you think about this, the fact that I'm walking away from this and not stressing about it is probably the number one thing. Can you do that with your live money? I don't know. That will allow you to test your own emotional in controlness or out of controlness. Those are technical words, controlnesses, as far as you know. But this has been impressive, and it will continue to be impressive. If this gets away from us, if it goes farther than I feel like it needs to, I will put it into recovery. We will watch that happen. This is already really taxing the account. 947% margin level. That's somewhat dangerous, especially if it's only $50 in drawdown. We will see. So I believe that's it. That's what I wanted to look at. I don't think there's anything else on my chart to look at. So just to answer a couple things, stand by. I'm going to pull something up here. I had said in the title of the video, I said, why you lose even though I don't. The algorithm doesn't lose. People will lose. You can and will lose if, for a lot of reasons. One is you have no idea what you should be bidding in the current market for your account balance, your account leverage. You have no idea. A lot of times people let it go too far before they went out. Now, I had somebody come to me last night with about a $40,000, it was just a demo account, and they said, can you help me see how the recovery system works by putting recovery on their account? So I logged in there, and they were in like 6 or 8 different currency pairs. All had run really, really far. They were at about a 9,000% margin level, and the auto recovery system has already got, if they were in 8 pairs, it's already got them out of 3 overnight. So really, it is impressive. And it only works if the market is favorable. What's favorable? You don't know until it's playing out, right? But that algorithm, the recovery algorithm, is pretty much the holy grail of getting yourself in trouble. So the only reason you would lose if my trades don't lose, and that's the funny thing, someone asked me the other day, they said, do you guarantee that this is no loss? And I'm like, absolutely, I guarantee that my system is no loss. How you process the trades, I don't know. In fact, I'd probably guess that you'll overtrade, overbid, get greedy, and lose all of your money. But that's you. That doesn't mean the system or the trade loses, because it doesn't. I mean, let's also be transparent. Why doesn't my system lose? It has enough money in the account, and it's not overbidding. End of story. End of story. I do have protection in place where my standard currency pair trades are not really going to be allowed to go, past 10 deep, and gold now we're planning not to be past 5 deep. That's the plan right now. So we are, I'll just share this with you. How about right here? Back to the browser. I believe it's here. I'm launching. I launched this yesterday. This is a new playlist. It's unlisted. You'll have access to it as a member. It's a new playlist on YouTube. It's starting out choosing a Forex broker, step number 1. So I'm going to do all of these videos in a sequence, and I can show you the list that I'm working on here. All these videos in a sequence. I've created the broker video. I've got to do, the next is to talk about Bitcoin, where to purchase it, where to store it, how to send it. And then I'm going to do a series on VPS, how to purchase, how to log in, how to optimize, how to restart it. Then I'm going to do a series on MetaTrader 4, robot installation, robot set files, and getting access to robots via the MQL5, robots and utilities via the MQL5 community. So it's starting out. It's going to take me a week to 2 weeks to complete this, but you'll have access to this, and it's intended for beginner to advanced to come into my system and be fully up to speed on the steps it takes and the details, because people will be all over the place, but the details on how to run your own VPS, your virtual private server, Windows Cloud computer with MetaTrader 4 and robots running on your accounts, and creating yourself a diversified portfolio if you have the money to do so, and or a portfolio of one account where you have the ability to change algorithms, because I'll be giving you dozens of them, and or put your own account into recovery, because I'll give you what recovery robot I'm using and the dedicated settings, which took me a couple years to figure out. So the value of being in the group is learning robot trading, being able to deploy it on your own accounts, and my ease of giving you set files. A set file is telling the robot what to do. It's like having a robot, putting a computer in there, and it has no program. It's not going to do anything. But you give that robot the set file, and it stands up and takes over. That's what robot trading does. So I believe that's it. Let me come back here. And we're done for the day. Tuesday, April 1st. I was going to play an April Fool's joke on you, but I'm not in the mood today. So happy April Fool's Day. I'll send you out with this, and I will see you tomorrow, Wednesday, April 2nd. We'll see what these tariffs do to the gold market tonight and see if that's what was jacking things up. That's it. I'll see you inside the group. Take care.
Investor alert. If you have $10,000 or more, you can now put that money to work for you, all while generating profits on autopilot. This revolutionary automated trading algorithm is available to all savvy investors who want to keep their funds liquid, yet also outpace the most common markets. Currently, the best long-term investment is Bitcoin, and this system can generate Bitcoin profits direct to your crypto wallet at your discretion. Current yearly returns holding Bitcoin are in the 150% plus range. This automated system allows you to diversify your portfolio and reap rewards previously unheard of. You are in full control. You own the trading account. We simply copy our daily profitable trades directly to your account, and you withdraw profits at will. Your funds remain under your control and accessible at any time. You get a free 14-day trial, and that puts you in a zero-risk situation, allowing you to experience the power of this automated trading system in real time before putting your own funds to work for you. Visit fxwithterry.com and plug into full automation today. Also, be sure to inquire about the portfolio manager level if you have $20,000 or more, which can remain liquid and produce daily profits that can be held in Bitcoin. Visit fxwithterry.com and plug into savvy investing today.
Thank you for joining us on the Forex Trading Daily Live Show. Get access to all of the free trades with full auto trading at fxwithterry.com. Be sure to subscribe and get notified of the daily live stream. And get ready for your next profitable Forex trade.